So Prasanna Tech, after winning the toss, decided to field first. The match number 5 of the day, the tournament organized by Brand Vision. Jasim is the opening bowler coming right arm over the wicket, passing the umpire, bowling to Harish. And straight away Harish gets off the mark towards the third man region. So 1 run added to the team total. And Harish opens his account with a single. And with that, the West Line team opens their account in the form of a 1 run added to the team total, scoring up to 1 run on the board. So Jasim bowling to and Sazin also gets off the mark straight away. So both the openers are doing a very good job over there, not taking any risk in the power play, just trying to hit the ball towards the no man fielding regions where there are no fielders. They are trying to just take a singles, rotate the strike. So first 2 ball, 2 runs taken. Jasim bowling to Harish. This time straight to the feeder on the mid-wicket region. It was cleanly hit, well fielded over there by the feeder. Finally, a dot ball coming in this over, in the over number 1. Jasim for time. This time, straight away a single taken towards the mid-off region. There is a feeder over there, just a single taken at the end. And the score slowly moving up to 3 runs on the board. It's an 8 overs game. The first 2 overs is a power play where 3 fielders are allowed to stay outside the 30-yard circle. And this time straight to the feeder with that a breakthrough coming in the very first over. Sazin walking back to the pavilion after scoring just a 1 run for his side. And Jasim picking against a man in the very first over. So Tansif is a new batsman walking out there in the middle. He'll be joining Hari of the first over. So the new bowler introduced by the skipper of Prasanna Tech is Manoj will be bowling the second over for his team and the second over of the power play. So the final 6 balls of the power play remaining over there. We need to see how many runs can be considered by these 2 batsmen, Harish and Tansif. So here comes Manoj bowling to Tansif. A nicely defensive play to the feeder in the cover region. By Abhilash is the feeder over there. It's looking ready. A good over there in the middle. So Manoj, batsman Tansif going for the U shot towards the onside region, missing it completely. So 2 back-to-back a dotted ball in this over. A good over bowled by Manoj so far, not giving any room for the batsman to go for an aggressive shot. But the batsman trying to take an advantage of the power play. A huge appeal over there at the end. Umpire unmoved, not arguing by the timing the ball properly. So 4 dot balls on the row. So Manoj, this time batsman going for it. There is a field on the long on region. It could be a simple catch. Suresh, the man underneath, picking an important wicket. Tansif going for it because he was not able to time the ball. 4 dot balls and then giving us a wicket. And he is walking back to the middle after scoring just a 1 run for his side. So here he comes, Manoj to ball, the final ball of the power play and the final ball of the second over. What a ball. There is an appeal over there at the end, umpire on board. So with that, a maiden over coming over there in the middle. The first maiden over of the day, bowled by Manoj. So after the completion of 2 overs of the power play, Westline have managed to score only 4 runs. Number 10 passing the umpire right arm over the wicket. Again, there is an appeal by the wicketkeeper and the fielders are cheering the bowler. That's what the Prasanna Tech needs to do. They have to restrict Westline. So then we're taking a single towards the point region. So 1 more run added to the team total. So with that single, the score moves on to 5 on the board. Over number 3 in the middle. A wide signal given by the umpires. The first extra coming in the form of a wide. Chiranta up to bowling a very good line length over there in the first ball. After that, giving a single and now losing his line length, bowling a first extra for his side. And the team total moving up to 6 on the board, over number 3. This time nicely played towards the deep point region. There is a feed over there. Bharat picking the ball straight to the wicket keepers and just a single taken. So with that single, the score moving up to 7 on the board. Harish was come as an opener. He's still there, playing at 3 runs for his side. And Tanveer was newly joined over there. He has faced only 2 balls and he has scored 1 run for his side. A dotted ball. This time nicely played towards the deep coverage, and can it be the first boundary coming in the bat of Tanveer? That's the first boundary. It was a short ball outside the off stake. The batsman taking a fully advantage of it and driven it towards the cover region for a boundary. What a hit by Tanveer. With that boundary, the score moving up to 11 on the board. Chirant final time in the 3rd over. Again, nicely played on the offside region. Abhilash, the fielder over there. A good pick up and throw. With that, the over number 3 completed and the score moves on to 12 runs for the loss of 2 valuable wickets. The first over, Jasim had picked an important wicket of Sazin. He has conceded 4 runs in the first over. Then Manoj picked an important wicket of Tanzif. He has not considered even a single run in his over. Chirant, the third over, conceding 8 runs. With that, the team total moving up to 12 on the board after completion of 3 overs. And the new bowler is Shishir. Shishir is the new bowler introduced by the captain of Prasanna Tech. I request both the umpires to continue with the game as soon as possible. We are running short of time. So here comes Shishir bowling to Tanveer. Nicely played toward the short tournament region. There is a fielder, Vishwajit, picking the ball and throwing back to the wicket keeper. A single taken. Tanveer, the man to be watched over there in the middle for West Line. If they need to score about 40 to 45 runs, he is the man to be watched over there, what he can do for his team in the remaining couple of overs. At this time, Harish glancing it towards the deep square leg region. It's a lazy running between the wicket by both the batsmen. They could have crossed for another single. At the end, they're happy only with a single. A good piece of fielding by Chirant over there in the deep square leg region. He might be a tired man because he has bowled the previous over and now he's in the boundary ropes. This time there is a field in the coverage and it could be a catch. A simple catch dropped the batsman. Life is given to Tanveer. 2 more run added to the team total. The fielder was not able to judge the ball properly. At the end, 2 more runs added to the team total, moving up to 15 runs on the board. Sorry, 16 on the board. Shishir, 5th time bowling to Tanveer. This time going for the U shot towards the onside region, missing it completely. Wicketkeeper collecting the ball handsomely and giving back to the bowler. So with that, the over number 4 completed and the score still remains on 16 on the board. 4 runs conceded in this over. So West Line batsmen should do something because of the stage over is completed. 4 overs is completed and the score is 16 on the board for the loss of 2 wickets. So remaining 24 balls, we need to see how many runs can be conceded by the batsmen of West Line. Both Harish and Tanveer should do something for their side. Suresh is the new bowler introduced by the skipper of Prasanna Tech. He'll be coming from the riverside and he'll be bowling the 5th over with the jersey number 3, passing the umpire. Bowling to Harish Chandra, who has come as an opener, who's still there over there, playing 4 runs for his side. A left-hand bowler. Again, there is a huge appeal by the wicketkeeper Sandeep, umpire and mode over there. A good start for Suresh, bowling a dotted ball. Again, there is an appeal, umpire and mode. The ball might be pitching far up to the leg stake. A good appeal by the wicketkeeper and the bowler. At the end, it's a dot ball coming to the team Prasanna Tech. A lot of dotted balls we have seen in this innings of West Line. The batsmen are unable to connect the ball properly, unable to time it. They're just trying for the U shot. A full toss ball, missing it. And umpire says it's a wide. So 1 more extra added to the team total. The second extra coming for the innings of West Line. So Suresh, after bowling 2, nice delivery comes back, balls wide. It was a full toss ball. Nicely driven toward the cover reach, and there is a feed over there, slightly fumbled by the fielder. At the end, the batsman crossing for a single. And the score moves on to 18 on the board. The last game, we saw that Corporation Bank have won the game by chasing a target of 38 runs. They were able to manage to score in 4 overs. Now we need to see how Prasanna Tick will chase their target. This time nicely played by Tanveer, and another boundary coming in the bat of Tanveer. That's what the West line needs from him. Already has hit 2 boundaries in his innings so far. With that boundary, the team total slowly building up to double figure. That's 22 on the board, 2 and 2, 22 for the loss of 2 wickets. The batsman Suresh losing his line of length over there. This time nicely swept towards the other deep square region by Tanveer. Just a single added to the team total. Sashir, the fielder over there. And the score moves on to 23 on the board. So the final ball of the over number 5. There's an appeal for the run out over there, but the batsman Harish was well inside the batting tray. So with that, the over number 5 completed, and the score remains on 24 on the board after the completion of 5 overs. 8 runs have been conceded in this over bowled by Suresh, an expensive over compared to the other bowlers. So here's the new bowler introduced by the captain of Prasanna Tech as Manoj, the man who bowled the first maiden over of the day and picked an important wicket of Tansif. So we need to see what he will be doing for his side in his second spell. Straight away batsman going for the lofted shot towards the fine leg region. At the end, just a single take, and Jasim, the fielder over there.
Manipal Tech ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಟನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಿ ಕೇಳಿಕೊ. ಮಣಿಪಾಲ್ ಟೆಕ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಟನ್ ತಮ್ಮ ತಂಡದ ಹೆಸರಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಿ ಕೇಳಿಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ನೇಮ್ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್, ಜರ್ಸಿ ನಂಬರ್ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಸಿಗ್ನೇಚರ್. ಮಣಿಪಾಲ್ ಟೆಕ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಟನ್ ಮುಂದಿನ ಪಂದ್ಯಾಟ ಆಡುವಂತಹ ಯುನೈಟೆಡ್ ಬ್ರೆವರೀಸ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಮಣಿಪಾಲ್ ಟೆಕ್.
Once again, Tanveer looking very dangerous over there in the middle, hitting the ball, is looking the gap and is hitting very cleanly. 2 more runs added to the team total, moving up to 27 on the board. Manoj have conceded 3 runs in the first. This time it was far off the off stick. It could be a wide ball, but the batsman going for it at the end, just a single taken in the long off region. So 1 more run added to the team total. Slightly fumbled by the fielder over there. At the end, the batsman crossing for another run. So another 2 more runs added to the team total, moving up to 29 on the board. So first 3 ball, 5 runs conceded. Manoj was in his first over. He bowled a very good line and length. He had not given a single run. This time there is a fielder, Suresh, under it, and with that, an important wicket of Tanveer. And the partnership has been broken at the end. And Manoj, the man to pick an important wicket of Tanveer. So Swell is a new batsman, the skipper of Westline. He is on the non-strikers end. Manoj the man after conceding 5 runs in the first 3 balls, picking an important wicket of Tanveer, who have scored 18 runs for his side with a 2 boundary. What an innings by Tanveer for his side. So here comes Manoj to bowl the 5th ball of the 6th over. So the final ball of the over number 6 coming out there in the middle. This time the cover field underneath, and with that another wicket taken, and this time the opener Harish Chandra has to walk back. What a good running catch taken by Avilash. So Shashir once again, Chirant once again coming back to the bowling mark to bowl the 2nd over of his spell and the 7th over for his side. He'll be bowling to the 2 new batsmen out in the crease, Suhail and Kaushik Rao. Kaushik Rao will be facing the bowling of Chirant. There is a huge apple straight away by Sandeep. He is encouraging the bowler every time the ball misses the bat, which has been collected by Pradeep. He keeps appealing for that. And this time, once again, 2 back-to-back dotted ball. So score still remains on 29 on the board for the loss of 4 valuable wicket. And this time, Kaushik playing nicely, gets off the mark with that single. The score moves on to 30 on the board. So there's a slight change in the feed. The left-hand batsman, the captain, Suhail on the strikers, and the captain of Prasanna Take making some changes, trying to keep 4 feeders on the boundary rope. And the bowler, Chirant, changing his angle, coming right arm around the wicket, straight to the feeder, Bharat over there. It was nicely clean hit by the batsman Suhail to get off the mark. We need to see some big hits coming in the bat of Suhail. That would be possible because he's a hard hitter of the ball. He can clear the boundary rope easily. In remaining 8 balls, we need to see how many runs will be scored by the team of Westline after putting into bat first by Prasanna Tech. This time driven towards the long on region. There is a field over there at the end. A good running between the wicket by both the batsmen. Suhail called for the 2nd run and completing the 2 runs very easily. There's a slightly fumble by the bowler himself. It was a very good thinking by the wicketkeeper Pradeep over there at the end, costing for a single in the form of a bye. And the score moves on to 34 on the board after the completion of 7 overs. I request the captain of Manipal Tech to report to the commentary box. So we need to wait and watch who will be the final bowler to bowl the last over, and it would be Jasim, who has conceded 4 runs in the first over of the innings. So he'll be bowling the final over. He'll be bowling to Kaushi, who's playing on 3 runs. So last 6 balls remaining. Can they score another 10 or 15 runs? That will be a tough target for Prasanna Tech. And what a good dive catch taken by Dikshit, getting an important breakthrough over there for Jasim in the first ball of the final over. It was cleanly hit at the end. Well catch taken by the captain Dikshit. We have seen him taking a catch previously, and now diving forward and taking an important catch. A good start for Jasim in the final over, picking a wicket in the very first ball. And this time the batsman Altaf nicely driven it towards the extra coverage, and 2 more runs added to the team total. With that 2 runs, the team total slowly moving up to 36 on the board. The final 4 balls remaining. Still, we have not seen any big hit coming in the bat of the batsmen of Westline, except Tanveer hitting 2 boundaries. This time once again driven towards the long off reach, and again a good running between the wicket by both the batsmen. Suhail is very quick. Even though he has just faced 1 ball, he has a confidence on the shoulder of Altaf, giving him the strike because he has faced only 2 balls. He has taken 4 runs for his side, and the team total moving up to 38 on the board. Jasim for time. This time nicely driven towards the long off reach, and it could be a run out at the end. Altaf has to walk back to the pavilion in the form of a run out. It was just a single run over there. Unfortunately, he has to walk back to the pavilion in the form of a run out. Good pick up and throw by the fielder. At the end, Altaf sacrificing his wicket and walking back to the pavilion after scoring 5 runs for his side. So final 2 more balls remaining. Fayaz is a new batsman over there. Middle 39 is the score so far on the board for the loss of 6 wickets. I request the captain of Manipal Tech to report to the commentary box. So Jasim, 5th time. This time waiting for the umpire decision. Umpire says it's a wide, and Fayaz has to walk back to the pavilion in the form of a run out over there, trying for a single. Suhail was not interested, and he has to walk back to the pavilion now without opening an account. Another run out, so 2 back-to-back run out over there in the middle. The score still remains on 40 on the board. So the new batsman, Raj Kiran, will be facing the bowling of Jasim. So far, 6 runs have been conceded in the first 4 balls. Going for the huge shot, getting an outside edge, just a single taken at the end. So the final ball has to be faced by the captain of Westline. Suhail will be facing the final ball. Can we hit a huge 6 or a boundary to finish the innings? Or can Jasim picks the wicket in the final ball? So let's wait and watch. So here comes the bowler, Jasim changing the angle, coming right arm round the wicket, bowling to the left-hand batsman, Suhail to face the final ball. This have cleanly head towards the deep final aggression. At the end, there is a field over there. A good pick up and throw. At the end, they are only satisfied with the single. With that, the innings of Westline has been completed and they have scored 42 runs in the board, giving a target of 43 to be chased in allotted 48 balls.
A second innings is going to commence in some time. Westline, after batting first half, scores 42. 43 is the target for Prasanna Technologies. This is a must-win match for Prasanna Technologies to be in contest. .43 is the target. Sajin is going to start the proceeding from Sayadri end. We have two ends here. One is Sayadri end and one is Brand Vision end. Two batsmen, Avilash and Suresh. Avilash on strike, Suresh on non-strike. Avilash is on strike, Bharat on non-strike. Sajin is the bowler. Right arm over the wicket from Sayadri end. Crossing umpire Santosh. Left arm bowler. Nicely played on the third man area. Prasanna Technology off the mark. They're scoring, chasing a small target of 43. Small targets are always Bharat is on strike to face Sajin. Nicely bowled and beautifully played. Just glancing onto the leg side. One more add to the scoreboard. Score moves up to 2 now. Avilash on strike. He's going to face left-arm fast bowler Sajin. Nice, good action from Sajin. A good shot, beautiful cover drive into the cover area. Sweeper fielder is getting under it. Nicely, in fact, misfield, and that's gone for 4. Small score, and you need to field well, Westline builders. Unfortunately, misfield at a very crucial junction of the match. First over, misfield for 4. 6 on the board and 3 balls gone. That's very costly miss from the fielder. Good start from Bharat. First ball. He's got single taken by Bharat. Avilash is on strike. Nicely bowled, beautifully bowled. Bharat is on strike now. Avilash is on non-strike. Avilash had a good cover drive. It's been held by a misfield from the Westline fielder also. Has got a boundary for that. The score is on 7. First over in progress. Bharat on strike. Oh, nicely ball. That's good comeback from Sazin. Unfortunately, it was a misfield. Otherwise, it's been a wonderful over from him. 7 runs. In that 7 runs, 3 runs have been leaked by the fielder. 7 on the board after completion of 1 over without loss. 2 batsmen at the crease are Avinash and Bharat. Bharat is playing well. He's got 1 boundary. He's on 4. Tansif is the new bowler. Tansif to bowl to Avilash. Tansif, right arm over the wicket to Avilash. 43 is the target. 7 on the board. Second over in progress as Tansif continues. The first over of his quota to Avilash. From Brand. Oh, it's good delivery. Good start from him. Bouncer. 1 bounce called by the umpire. That's the way to start. Low scoring and they need to keep it very tight, Westline builders. Good start from Tansif. It's going to ball to Avilash. Second time this over. Once again, nicely balled. Beautiful ball. Inside edge. Oh, that's a costly miss. Going for the second. Could be costly. Bad throw. Once again, misfield. You need to be very tight when you're defending a small target like 43. Westline builders need to come back strongly. As Tansif continues, his ball well till now. Too short. Nicely ball. In fact, wide call by the umpire. 1 extra added to the scoreboard as score moves up to 10. Tansif now. Oh, that's nicely balled. Beautifully played. Defensive shot by Avilash. Tansif will continue. Now Bharat is on strike. Bharat is on strike. Tansif is the bowler. Here comes Tansif. Oh, that's beautifully balled. Nice delivery. In fact, going for the single, cheeky one and denying it. Non-striker denying the single. It's well bowled. Tansif, this is a good over from him. He's coming back very well. We had 1 misfield that went for 4. After that, it's been a good bowling display from Westline builders. Prasanna Technologies need to bat well. Need to bat very cautiously. Tansif continues. Oh, nicely balled, beautifully balled and nicely played. Very cleverly played by Tansif now. Last time in this over. 12 on the board. Nicely bowled. End of the over, that is. After completion of 2 overs, is 12 for no loss. Prasanna Technologies. On the board. Still 31 runs required from remaining 36 balls for Prasanna Technologies. Two batsmen, Bharat and Avilash, are playing a good hand here. Nice partnership, important partnership for them. 12 runs they added till now in 2 overs. Chasing a small target of 43. Partnership is very, very important. Meanwhile, Westline needs to come back strongly. Tansif has done wonderful job. His second over has been a good one for Westline Builders. Sohail is the new bowler. He's the captain of the team. Bharat is on strike now. He's on 2. With the individual score of 2, Bharat is on strike. And Avilash is playing on 9. It's been a good innings from Avilash. He's on non-strike as Sohail comes round the wicket. In fact, left arm over the wicket. To Bharat. That's full toss. Oh, nicely played at the end. Slow full toss delivery from Sohail. Just costing him in 1 run. Appeal for the run out. Sohail now, second arm this over. Avilash is on strike now. Once again, that's a no ball. No ball at this stage is very costly. 2 more added to the scoreboard there. Score moves up to 15 now. In fact, just 3 fielders inside the circle. That's a very costly error. 2 more added to the scoreboard. 3-8. Bharat is on strike now. He needs to make use of it. 3-8. Bharat is on strike. This is a free hit. This is very interesting now. Free hit is always very interesting in cricket match. Oh, beautifully bowled. He's bowling well actually. Sohail is bowling slower deliveries and is doing it very well here. Westline have a good bowling lineup here. Unfortunately, they have a very small score to defend. Once again, shot into the sweeper area. Just a single batsman looking for the second. Once again, a costly error from the sweeper fielder. These costly errors will cost Westline here. 2 runs added to the scoreboard. Bharat gets 2 more runs to his individual score. He's on 17 now, total score of Prasanna Technologies. As Sohail continues now. Here comes Sohail to Bharat. That's good ball. That's good ball. Nicely balled and nicely played. This is a very, very clever batting from both the batsmen of Prasanna Technology. Bharat and Avilash are doing a wonderful job. Now Sohail. Once again a shot straight to the fielder. No damage done to the scoreboard. Score still remains on 18 now. Last ball to go in this over from Sohail. Meanwhile, request Asif from Brand Vision Events to please come to mic point immediately. Sohail continues now. Oh, nicely bowled, nicely bowled. This is good comeback from that. That's once again a slight misfield. Been lots of misfielding from Westline Builders. As of now, they've leaked nearly 6 to 7 runs in this small innings. Could be very costly for them. When you're defending a target of 43, you need to field well. At the same time, Prasanna Technologies are playing very well. They're playing very cleverly. They're playing according to the situation. I request the captains of Manipal Technologies and United Breweries, please come to mic point immediately. Captain of Manipal Technologies and United Breweries, please come to mic point for the tossing. Meanwhile, in the center, a match between Westland Builders and Prasanna Technologies. Westland Builders, after batting first, have scored 42 in fact. 43 is the target. As Sazin comes back to the attack. He bowled the first over where he's given 7 runs. Now he needs to bowl well here. 19 is the score. Still 24 runs required from 30 balls. As Sazin comes left arm round the wicket. Avilas is on strike.
Thank you, Imtiaz. So here comes Sajid bowling to Avilash. Straight away, driven to the long on region. With that, one more run added to the team total and the score moving up to slowly 20 runs on the board. Over number 4 in progress. A good partnership building between both the batsmen, Avilash and Bharat. 20 runs partnership going out there in the middle. They need to score another 23 more runs. They have all their 10 wickets in hand. So once again, slightly changes in the field. Bharat on the strikers end, Avilash on the non-strikers end. Sazin, left arm round the wicket. Bowling to Bharat this time. Nicely driven toward the deep fine leg region. Can it be a boundary? And that's a boundary coming in the bat of Bharat this time. It was a short ball bowled by Sazin. The batsman going for it. Timing it very nicely. And the ball racing towards the deep fine leg region for a boundary. With that boundary, the team total moving up to 24 on the board. Sazin, a third time in his second over of his spell, bowling to the right-hand batsman Bharat. This time, once again, far up to the leg stick. Umpire signals it's a wide. There's no hesitation in giving it wide. It was a bad ball bowled by Sazin. And the score moves on to 25 on the board. A bad piece of fielding over there, costing another extra run. 3 runs coming in the bat of Avilash. With that 3 run, the score moving up to 29 on the board. Still another 2 more balls remaining in this over. An expensive over coming out in the middle by Sazin. Conceding 10 runs already in this over. He has bowled 4 balls. In the first over, he conceded 7 runs. And now an expensive over. So good comeback. The batsman Bharat trying to glance it towards the short third man region, but missing it ball completely. A crucial dot ball coming over there in the middle. The score still remains on 29 on the board. Another 14 more runs required. So once again, skipper coming to ball the fifth over for his side. Again a fumble and again a good running between the wicket by both the batsmen, costing another extra run. This time coming in the bat of Bharat, adding 2 more runs for his side. The team total moving up to 32 on the board. It's a one-shot declared given by the umpire. It's another good running between the wicket by both the batsmen. It was firmly hit by Abhilash over there towards the deep mid-wicket region at the end. Just a single taken, and the team total moving up to 34 on the board. So 1 more run added to the Abhilash account, and the score moves on to 35 on the board. Still another 2 more balls remaining in this over. Sohail so far conceding 5 runs in the first 4 balls he has bowled. And the score moving up to 35 on the board without losing any wicket. A shorter ball. There is a field over there. It will be a simple catch, and that's a wicket fallen. And Bharat walking back to the pavilion. So Sohail getting a breakthrough finally for his side, picking a wicket off Bharat, and Bharat walking back to the pavilion after scoring 15 runs for his side. And the new batsman walking out in the middle is Dikshit, the skipper of... So Dikshit will be on the non-strikers, and Abhilash will be facing the bowling of Sohail for the final time in this fifth over. Again, firmly driven toward the deep wicket region. Once again, the batsman crossing for another 2 runs. With that 2 runs score moving up to 37 on the board. So the new bowler introduced by the captain of West Line is Prajwal, will be bowling the 6th over for his side. The new bowler Prajwal Shetty will be bowling the 6th over for his side, coming from the Brand Vision and passing the umpire, bowling to Dikshit, the tall man, the captain of Prasanna Tech. A wide signal given by the umpire, so 1 more extra added to the team total. So can Dikshit finish the game with a huge height? So once again, another wide, 2 back-to-back wides coming in this over, and the score still remains on 39 for the loss of 1 wicket. Chasing a target of 43 runs, they need another 4 runs. A boundary can finish the game for Prasanna Tech. This time again going for the huge shot. There's an appeal going on for a leg before umpire on board. So Prajwal, after conceding 2 back-to-back wide, comes back, bowls a beauty line. Appeal for an LBW over there. Umpire on board. Prasanna Tech need only another 4 more runs. They have their 9 more wickets in hand. Prajwal bowling to Dikshit. Dikshit trying to finish the game as soon as possible so that they can take a rest over there. And the ball racing towards a deep fine leg rigid boundary region. There is a field over there at the end. A fumble over there. Another misfield, and that is costing a boundary. With that boundary, Prasanna Tech have won the game by 9 wickets.